Thank you, Mr. President. First, let me start by sincerely thanking my colleague, Senator Prasad, for working on this together, and also to a member of her staff who really played a big role in putting this together. We sat and talked for quite some time, sharing our stories, and that is Michelle Edwin Alvarez, who really was instrumental in doing this. I've told this story, so I'll give kind of the Reader's Digest version of this. The importance of this cannot be understated. And I say that because 15 years ago, I was much more active than I am now. I was playing softball on Sunday mornings, and rounding third base, blew out my knee one morning. And I had just gotten elected to the Assembly at the time. Blew out the knee, I mean bad. Surgery was required. So I come up here, and I actually used a doctor up here in Albany that was also working for the New York Giants. So I thought, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Have the surgery, and after the surgery, it was right around Memorial Day. We went home. I wasn't marching in parades, but was going to different parades, and I remember we pulled right up to the stage after one parade. I get out of the car, literally just walked up to the steps and over to the microphone to say a few words, and I was completely out of breath. I was having chest pains, wasn't sure what was going on. How could that have anything to do with the knee surgery, right? So I didn't know what was happening. Felt a little bit better. On the drive back to Albany after that weekend, talking to my chief of staff, and he said, you know, we really need to get that checked out. Okay. So we get up to Albany, and I call the doctor that did the surgery, and he says, yeah, we can see you either right now or next Thursday. Right now won, so we jumped in the car, we go see him. He examines me a little bit and then says, I think I need to send you over to get something else done, maybe an ultrasound. So we go over there and do that, and each time I was noticing the doctors and everyone was growing in urgency. But I didn't know why. I didn't understand it. Well, they finally end up sending me to the emergency room. They said, you have to go there now. So we're driving over, and I call over and said, are we going into session? I don't want to miss any votes. Maybe I could come back, do the votes, and then go to the hospital. He said, what are you, crazy? We're going to the hospital. Well, luckily, they were smarter than I was. We went straight to the hospital, and at that point, everyone's scrambling and running, and I'm starting to get really nervous now. What's going on? Well, they were scrambling and running because I had blood clots. I then had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't know what that was. I had no idea. And I didn't realize that about 40% of the people that have that end up dying. So that's why everyone was scrambling. So today, I said, I wonder just how bad, I mean, even today, after going through all this, I wonder how bad that is. I looked it up and I said, how many people in the United States die of a pulmonary embolism each year? Well, come to find out, it says that it's the leading cause of cardiovascular mortality, often behind only heart attacks and strokes. Anywhere from 100,000 to 200,000 people a year die from a pulmonary embolism. For those who don't know what that is, that's throwing a blood clot, basically. You get a clot in one area, and it goes up, and it can go to your heart and kill you. Mine, luckily, got caught in my lung, so it never made it. The doc said the next stop was mortality. The next stop, you would not have lived. So luckily, it got caught in my lung. So I ended up in the hospital for a few days, but the point of this long extended story, sorry, I promised it would be short, but the story of this long extended story is I didn't know any of this. They say ignorance is bliss. I guess I was a little happy because I didn't know how serious this was. It is very, very serious. It says many of these deaths occur rapidly or before a formal diagnosis can be made, as it is a common, often preventable complication in hospitalized patients. I didn't know after surgery you're supposed to get up and move around, circulate the blood, do that. I didn't know this. That's why I formed the clot. To this day, I still have and am forming blood clots. We never figured out why. I went through dozens and dozens of tests all over the place. We couldn't figure out why. Many people, it's hereditary. or genetic. Others, it can be after surgery or a complication or something. We never figured out why with me. So I kept forming them, and we had to do emergency surgery and put a filter in just in case another one gets thrown. So to this day, I'm still learning more and more about it. So putting this working group together, the information that could be gathered from that is imperative. This is a bill that I'm proud to say could literally save lives. So again, Senator Prasad, I say thank you. To your staffer, Michelle, I say thank you, God bless you, and I'm thrilled to vote yes, Mr. President.